Okay guys, let's see what the markets have in store today.
Matron, take them away.
And a warm welcome to one and all. If it's your first time here, I'm the big fella Scruff, and what I'm trying to do is put trading in the real world. Maybe show you a trick or two along the way. So if that sounds good, you find value, do share, turn on notifications so you see the next videos, smash the subscribe button, all that sort of stuff. You know the score. And we'll crack on. But do subscribe to the channel. Genuinely motivates me to continue. And I hope that what I do kind of inspires you somewhere. The idea of what I show is to show you that it's feasible. Now, we're going to be going into the market very shortly. And I'm looking at the DAX primarily in this next hour. Let me just set this up because I'm a little bit late to market. It's ready to kind of pop now. Okay, get that in. Okay, now with this, bollocks. It's surging forward a little bit quicker than I anticipated, but it's not a problem. It's not a problem. Let me just set some orders in. I like orders to come to me and I want them to drive into the price. Now, the reason I'm setting them down below, that's it, is very, very simple. Right, let me get in. I like price to come to me and I like to work from levels. So I'm expecting this to crash through the level. And as most things, when you're trying to do it on camera and you're trying to be live, it's a little bit harder than reality. Now, hopefully, this will now, and it has, will allow me to move that up. This is what's called price trailing, which is kind of where I wanted to be in at the first place. But I don't want to chase the price. Right, okay, excellent. So I can now move that down to there. Good. There we are. A little bit happier now. Right, I'll explain what I'm doing in a moment because I am setting the trade up. And one thing I'll say is if you're looking at a chart and somebody's trading, pay attention to the date. There's the timestamp. It's 9:10, June 6th. This video will be up today. All right. Looking for a downward move. Let me just clarify a few things because I'm very late to camera today. And I'm late because the meetings that we had this morning, which are the market calls, it ran over, as they always do, which means I'm always on the back foot. Maybe I'll change the market calls. I don't know. Either that or they just end, regardless of the questions, because at the end of the day, we're here to do a job, and it is the job that's important. Now, what I'm looking at today is two markets, one for myself and one for Ludwig. Just put my little salute to you, my friend, because I also looked at the S&P 500 and did a full read for him. Okay, and if I do a read, I feel honor bound to back that up. Now, I've also told them in here what I'm doing. So I'm monitoring the DAX to sell it. It's a fair trade, and hopefully we will get a few pennies out of it. So that's the plan with that. Okay, so let's have a little look. And then we've also got the S&P 500, which again is a sell, which isn't surprising because it's in indices as well, and it says it's a low TP. Okay. Now, I'll also be looking at cable a little bit later on if the opportunity comes, but it all depends on whether or not I've been paid or not. So that's what all of that's about. And it's me sort of, well, just kind of putting money where my mouth is. Right, okay. So I can now just edge that into there. Right, all right. This is looking after itself. We're going to set up the S&P 500. Now, the S&P 500 is slightly easier. The DAX I should have been in 5 minutes ago, but hey ho. But let me look at this for you. Right. What can we see? Solid drive up. Bit of a resurgence, consolidation, and I'm looking for it to come to the downside. All right. Well, if that's the case, where's a good entry? Well, take it to 15 minutes and let's have a little look. Well, we've got this. So if it's pushing up and I want to go at the downside, I can use key fib points. That's an easy way to do things. So across. Okay. So there's your 23. So it's this cluster here. It's actually at an entry point roughly now. Okay. So get rid of that. See that. Take it to 5 minutes. Just crunch this up a little bit. Do a candle count. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. There's the lowest candle. So here, underneath this, that's a nice area. Now this is not a particularly quick market. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to put the order in sort of underneath for 5 pips, just here. And then I'm going to put another one, sort of maybe 15 pips in the same place. Just like so. All right. Now, I don't need to be aggressive too much with this particular market. What I'm sort of looking for is down roughly onto this fib, but it's not a fast market. So I'm not going to put huge sort of targets in. So a 10 pip target and a 5 pip target. There we are. There we are. That'll do. That's it. And I'll just monitor it and trail it up. Now, if I have to put extra orders in, well, there's not a great deal of pain to the barriers. I'll stage it up to around this area for it to come back down again. So that's this one. Let us go back here and see what's going on. Well, we haven't got a tail as yet. That was the entry point. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. I wanted to be in here, but it was a bit late to the party, and we got in here. But I'm expecting it to get down onto this level. And if it runs down through, brilliant. So that's what we're looking at the moment. 80 quid against me. In the grand scheme of things, is nothing. Got hardly a position on. I can go up to 30 quid, but we're only at 6, so I'm happy with that. There's the orders in, ready. And that's what you saw me do yesterday. Look at the position sizes, particularly small, yet the return was big. I can live with that. Right, I'll let it get on with it. I'll come back to you at the end. Okay guys, I'm back. Had this all set and forget. Let it get on, do what it has to do. And just come back from doing a couple of errands and we stopped down. So nothing running, no tickets. There we go. Everything's as it should be. Now, if we're looking at pip counts, if I can just see where the last one was, 26. So that came back and stopped me at £3.40. Should have maybe had a bit of a tighter stop on, or a tighter trail on that. Because I didn't get a great deal out of it. But there we go. 140 pips, making 333 on the day. Now I can go back to market if I want. I really can. The question I've got to ask myself is, do I want to? And the answer is no. I don't. I've got more than I need for my wage, so I'm happy with that. I put into practice 3 markets this morning, really just to back up what I say, because I was getting ripped apart about how I cherry pick charts. So what I decided to do, and I've done this the last few times, is I've traded 3 charts at the same time, all with the same structure points, all with the same style, pain, pleasure, everything the same. And because I follow the process over and over, it pays me. Now inside of that process, there's a management system, and the management system is what makes the money, because it not only stops you from losing a lot, it controls the trade as well. You know, it self-manages. And that's the beauty of what I do and how I do it. Oh, great stuff. And I get my coffee as well, and there's the beauty. And if she plays a card right, I'll do her and all. Is that right? Look at her smile. Oh, she's all excited now. So there we go. There's still life in the old dog yet. There certainly is. But what I'm driving at is something very, very simple. I do a job every day. Follow the same tasks, same planning. That's it. Same discipline. When I'm paid, I go home. Well, I work from home, so I don't have far to go. But you get my drift. You go to your work, you do your tasks, and your boss says, right, you finished for the day, but you're getting paid the same wages. You go home. That's what I do every day. And for those who kick it into me, personally, I don't give a fuck. I really don't. Because this is my job. And I get paid for doing my job. You go sweep the floor and do your job. Because trust me, I'm not coming to the factory and tell you which brush to use, am I? Anyway, there we go. Happy days. What I will say is, life on YouTube is not all it's cracked up to be. It's bloody hard. It really is. I enjoy making the videos. I enjoy my job. And there's a handful of people I really want to help and see make it. And that's why I do this. Simple as. So as always, guys, trade well, keep your risk managed, and above all, do what you love. And the money will follow. See you all in the next one.